What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's sizing video. We have a massive launch this Saturday, April 27th at 10 a.m. Central. We have more product releasing than we've ever released before, and today we're going to show you everything you need to know about every single item. We're going to start with women's. If there's a certain product that you want to look for, we're going to put a timestamp of everything on the screen right now. So go ahead and kind of take a look at all this. We're going to start by introducing all of our beautiful women here.
Hey guys, my name's Tiffany. I am 5'1" and 103 pounds. Right here I'm wearing extra small in tops and extra small in leggings. My bust is a 32A and everything just fits just like perfectly.
Hey, my name's Kirby. I am 5'1" and 120 pounds. I typically wear a small or a medium on bottom. These are smalls and then a small top as well. And then my bust size is a 34A.
Hi guys, my name is Jasmine. I am 5'4" and weigh 130 pounds. I'm usually a size small in tops and bottoms, and I'm wearing a size small right now.
Hi, my name is Ariana. I am 5'3", about 120 pounds. I typically wear a small top and small bottoms, and I'm wearing both right now, and I absolutely love the way they fit.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I'm 5'4" and about 165 pounds. I usually wear a medium in tops and bottoms, and right now I'm wearing a medium in both.
All right, so today we're going to start with the Revival leggings. There's a lot of changes that have happened on these leggings, which is why we're calling them the R6. It's a brand new name. For every square inch of fabric on these leggings, we have double the yarn. That's the biggest thing that's happened with these leggings. So the increased density, imagine like you have the old Revival, right? And this is like your yarn. You like zoom in real close and like that's your yarn. Essentially what we did is we were able to do a double yarn effect. So we have an old Revival right here. And if I put my fist through here, if I really stretch, you can essentially see my fingers, right? Now what happens when you double, and this is a dark color, what happens when you double up the yarn, you can still see some, and that's the thing, like these are a major improvement, but with any seamless legging, if you stretch a fabric enough, you're gonna be able to see, but this is essentially double the amount of yarn, which is the most that we could possibly do to make these the best that we possibly could. Now that we have that double yarn effect, we're able to add more softening washes, and so these are like literally like extremely stretchy.
These are a lot softer, so with them being as soft, they don't feel so restricting. So they're still they still hug my curves the way that they're supposed to, but it doesn't feel tight, if that makes sense. So a lot softer, and I think adding to what Christian said, adding more material makes them a lot more squat proof.
You've never tried a pair of Rivals on, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, what's your first impression?
I was really impressed with these when I put them on. I mean, they feel really smooth, and I feel like they really flatter my body. My hips are 40 inches around, so it's really hard for me to find workout clothing, and especially high-waisted leggings that really look good on me and flatter my body shape, and I feel like these really do that. I love the way these fit.
I have worn these are my first time wearing these. I've worn other brands of leggings, and I have wide hips but kind of narrow like knees and ankles. So it's really impressive that they aren't like baggy down here and bunching on the bottom, but still feel like super comfortable, and they're not like cutting off my circulation on my hips. So
Tiffany and Jennifer, you guys have had Revivals before.
Yeah.
What changes do you see or do you feel when you put these on?
I mean, these feel a lot smoother. Almost along the line with like silky smooth. It's very stretchy. What I really like about this is my quads are on the bigger side, so every single time I do find leggings, they hug here, but they're too loose up here because my waist is so small. And with this, it hugs literally from the ankle to up to my waist.
These are a very high impact, high compression legging. These are made for intense training. These are made for sweating. These should be your go-to leggings for high performance activities. The last two colors dropping are these two colors, our charcoal and our dark purple. So this is our full kind of color palette going on here. Now, one more thing, or really two more things that we did. We're gonna talk about camel toe for a bit. So if you guys purchased from our last launch back in the fall, we really improved our whole camel toe situation. This front seam that we have coming down, like this front seam right here, we've actually increased the length of that. And we've also adjusted the shape of our modesty panel and adjusted the placement. So it's a more of an oval shape. We put it more forward, and we increased that inseam on the front. And so honestly, not really, what's Jazzy have to say?
Yeah, so I always have to wear underwear with my leggings just because of that issue, and for the first time ever, I don't have to wear underwear with my leggings. It's so comfortable, you cannot see anything, which I love.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of when you add certain washes and everything changes the whole formula and the whole end product. And so by adjusting movement and shapes and inseams, I think we've really found the right spot. This is definitely the most camel toe proof legging we've ever done. We'll never claim that they're completely camel toe proof. Everyone has different bodies. We'll never claim that every color is 100% squat proof, because if you stretch a fabric enough, it will be sheer, but these are the most like battle ready leggings we've ever made, so I'm really happy with them. One more thing that we did, we've actually done a thicker butt panel, which sounds kind of crazy, but what we did, we already have the increased density, right, the double yarn on the whole legging. The actual butt, we have about 32% more fabric on the butt to again help increase the chances of not having a sheer legging. So double the density, we do actually have more fabric and more weight on the butt, so it's going to hold you in. That same fabric that's on the butt is also on the waistband and on the modesty panel down here. So it's all just extra support on your waistband, butt, and that panel. So in order of the colors that are going to be sheer, our yellow is going to be the most sheer out of all of them, and it's a really scientific way to explain it, but yellow is a primary color. The way that the light refracts it, there's something about yellow and red primary colors that are very difficult to nail down, especially in a seamless legging. But we noticed that if you don't, it sounds weird coming from me, but if you don't wear underwear with the yellow, we really don't see issues. It's really when you put like a shade underneath the yellow. So if you have a yellow leg and you put like a black or even a nude, any color underwear, you can see the color change. But when you don't, it's not necessarily see. It's just like a tone thing. But maybe upper body days if you want. I would say the next sheer one is going to be the red, and then after that, the black is like maybe semi-sheer at a very high stretch. But all the other colors, the blue, the light purple, the dark purple, the charcoal, those are all like 10 out of 10 squat proof. So yeah, if you want to be like weary of any, I would say the yellow and the red would be the ones to kind of be concerned about. But if you accept it and understand what you're buying, then yeah, I think you'll like them. So now we're going to talk about the long sleeve tops. It's the same exact fabric as the legging.
It kind of feels like I'm not like wearing anything because it's so like snug, like kind of just forms to my body.
Yeah, it's really breathable. It's a really soft, like buttery material. It feels exactly like the leggings. It feels really nice.
Design, we actually have a ombre effect. So you guys can see like these lines that are like starting up here. They come down and actually fade out towards the middle. And if you look really closely, we have vertical lines that actually come up to meet those horizontal lines. And they're also raglan style. So that's raglan means like these lines are coming this way. Again, on the back, we have the ombre effect down to about right in the middle, and it fades out. And we have a brand hit on the inside actually, right here. I'll show you all this one. Woven into our fabric. Very subtle, very nice. And same with the leggings. We like to do this on all our leggings so we actually have absolutely zero issues with peeling or logos like deteriorating. Our logos are actually sewn into the revivals to prevent any issues in the future. So that's really it. They also have thumb holes on the long sleeves. Very fitted. They are more of a compression style product, just like the Revival leggings. Okay, so we had a few of the girls increase a size on their top and bottom just to get like their overall feedback and comparison. So we're gonna go ahead and let you guys say your thoughts.
So I was previously wearing a small in both the top and bottom, and I changed to a medium in both the top and bottom. Definitely a little more breathable just because I feel like I have a lot more room. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but the top definitely is a lot bigger. If you wanted to go for more like comfort, I guess, instead of having everything super tight, you could go a size up and it wouldn't look bad. But I personally, surprisingly, I usually choose comfort over, the look itself. But I would probably buy a small in both the top and bottoms because I really like the way they fit to my body and they hug every curve really nicely. And I just felt really comfortable in the small. But these are really, really nice too. And I like both of them.
So I sized up to a medium in top and bottom as well. I was in a small in the red set. I would definitely, I have like an odd shaped body. I'm small on top and bigger on bottom. So for my whole life in bathing suits and stuff, I've always gone a size smaller in top than bottoms. So I would definitely do small tops and probably stick with the medium bottoms just because I can move around a little better. I like to feel similar to what she said, that they look so similar, but more about comfort and less about.
To me,
these are so close.
They look. I can't tell.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I see a little bit of fabric at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Do they like ride? Do you feel like the bigger size like ride down at all, or do you think the other one's kind of squeezing, the small is squeezing too tight or anything on the waistband, or?
I mean, I definitely felt a little more squeeze on the small and the waistband, but they are designed really nicely. So I felt like it wasn't like unflattering, if that makes sense. Like it was really form fitting. So
Do you feel like these would kind of ride down like during like a intense workout at all the mediums, or no?
maybe.
I feel like if you have a super small waist, like if you, like they would go down just because they don't hold up as tight. I mean, this band is looser, so if you are sizing up for down here, it might not stay put on the top as much.
So I sized up from a medium to a large, and automatically I noticed that there's extra fabric right here, which I don't really like. For tops, I like being more constricted, and it's just like unflattering to me. But for the bottoms, I'm more on the thicker side, and they fit my glutes perfectly, but the waistband had a little extra space.
So this is a large bottom, right?
Yes, it's a large, and if I were to order them, I would get a medium instead of large.
Do you feel like they might ride down during workout?
I feel like these would. Just a little bit, but not too much. They're still snug. They'll still like stay on my hips, but around here, whenever I'm moving, I can feel like there's extra space in between.
All right, so there you have it. I feel like that's a really good like comparison of like what size we would think versus like moving up size, and we found some interesting things like you would pick a medium and stuff. So now we're gonna go ahead and cover the Revival shorts and the Revival bras. Over here we have extra small, and we have Kirby in a small, we have Jazzy in a small. So we're talking about shorts, and then we have Ariana in a small, and we have a large. Because we don't have a medium here, guys. We get it in next week, so we're missing all the mediums. But this is like the best we can show you right now to get this video up on time. So what are y'all's like thoughts putting the shorts on after the leggings?
I'm just blown away by everything. Especially, I don't really like tight shorts, especially like the typical yoga shorts. I just feel like they're not flattering to my body, and I just don't feel comfortable in them. But these, I feel like, are really breathable. I like the way they fit. I don't feel like anything's tugging. And I feel like I could get a really intense workout in with these and not feel uncomfortable at all.
I like how I've already walked around this place for a bit, and these aren't riding up like other shorts do. Some shorts, it starts right here, but it rides all the way up to here, even when you're walking around or just working out, and these just stay in place.
So these are a little bit longer, about half an inch longer than our previous generation. And because we added those washes that we talked about in the leggings, the softness washes, they're more forgiving, I think. And like I think these just look so much better than any previous short we've done.
They feel a lot better.
The waist looks good. We have the same branding, the Alphalete word sewn into the short, and so you won't have any issues with that. And I think it's interesting, like, look at even like if you want to come back to the front, like show kind of like around the leg, like so maybe we can do like some high knees, like how much do they ride up kind of test.
Oh yeah, they stay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I told you.
Wow.
That's interesting. Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's pretty.
Usually when I jog or go running in tight shorts,
They come up,
they
right?
become like a bathing suit bottom.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not necessarily a
Or the
wedgie, but like
Stairmaster.
in the front. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm like tugging half the
weird
time.
that they
It's
don't-
uncomfortable.
they don't
The
Yeah.
most
It's the
annoying
worst.
thing when you just have to keep pulling them
Constantly.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too far off, but there's some excess like fabric and kind of like creases that come up. You can really see in the extra small and the large. Yeah, okay, so like there's just extra fabric that happens like in this kind of area. That's perfect, yeah, like all in this area. So if you want to come up here, we can kind of show as well. So like when they're a little bit too big, that's where you're going to kind of get the excess fabric. But how do they feel around the legs? Good, Jennifer, are you good?
They're not constricting at all, but I would go a size down to a medium. I have the old Revival shorts, and I would constantly like pull them down at the gym or over here. I would pull them up, and from what I can tell from just a large, these won't move around at all. Yeah, there is extra space right here, so I would go down.
How's the waistband feel on that large? Just a little loose?
Just a little loose,
Yeah. And
but it's
if
still gonna stay put.
we had a double extra small, which we don't. what
No,
would we
I
do?
really think I would stay with the extra small only because it fits my legs around here real perfectly. It's not too tight. Around here, it's not too tight either. It's not too snug. So, I mean, I think the extra small would be fine on me.
And now we're going to go and talk about the bras. So we have 3 bras here. And again, we don't have every size of everything yet, guys. We sent a lot to our athletes and we get everything in like early next week, but we just want to get this video edited and live for you all to look at. So we have, help me out, Jazzy, we have extra small bra, right?
Yes.
We have
Small. And then we have small.
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 So we have no medium bras or large bras, but this is how they look. So maybe we can like show the front and the back and kind of, so again, extra small, we have small, and we have small. We're calling this the vault bra, V-A-U-L-T. This is a very open back bra. It's designed to show off your back while having pretty high coverage all in the front. This is a medium to high impact bra. And you can see our detailing. We have our cross up here. We have this band that kind of comes low. And it's interesting, is like just sampling these a ton of times, it was really hard to get like this area to look okay. Like this sort of crease, but I feel like we've honestly
it's
kind of nailed it. Yeah. It's really good.
I think to everyone, these are very true to size. I think she could size up to a medium like she has before, because you can tell it is a little bit huggy here right here on the side. So besides these, I just think that she could size up to a medium.
My bust size is a 32D, so I usually just try to go by the size chart when it comes to sports bras. I'm currently wearing a small. It fits really well. I don't feel like it's tight at all, and I can tell it's really tight usually because it'll tug my skin around here. But I'm really blown away by the whole comfort of the bras, especially with the open back. I feel like working out, it gives you a lot of room to sweat and breathe and not feel like anything's tugging at you, or it doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. So really, really impressed with the material and the design of it.
So I am a 32 double D. I'm usually a small and everything, and this one is a small. What I was a little bit concerned about at first is like this back of the bra, because I hold my fat a little bit more here in my back, and have like bigger lats, but it actually fits me really, really perfect. I know Christian, like how he was saying, it took a while to fix this, but it actually now like looks really, really good. I personally take the insert of the boobs pad like out. I don't like to have them in, so yeah, you can't really see anything. So I mean, unless like my nipples get hard, like you can see a little bit, but I don't mind it. But I just so you guys know that I don't like wearing my pad in there.
You can swap pads out, right? Like if you have like a favorite pair of pads or something, you can always like, put those in.
You can put them in, yeah.
Awesome. And let's just see like a side and then back again. Now I feel like if we were to, Ariana, I don't even think you'd be a medium. I would say like,
I don't think so either.
If we did put a medium on, I think I think if you went too big on them, I feel like right here is where the extra fabric would all kind of be. It kind of like bunch a bit right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say the bras again are really true to size. Shorts, I would say true to size, and it's almost in a way I think it's better to, like, if you're a small but you think you might be a medium in shorts, I'd probably stick with a small. If that makes sense. And I feel like overall the Revival fabric just really can like hold everything in. That's what it's made for, high performance. On the waistband, we have tight waistbands, compression leggings, and super soft buttery fabric. So I really hope you guys like this new collection. We have 32% more fabric on the waistband, the modesty panel, the whole butt region, new knits on that area. We have double the density on all the legging. It's a lot more fabric consumption. It's a lot more fabric and yarn needed to make the product, and it actually takes the factories about 35% more time to create one legging. So our lead time is a lot more. Our price has gone up substantially, but we're gonna increase our pricing from 54 to 58 US dollars, just to help compensate for those upgrades. So hopefully you guys can understand that. And now, we're gonna move on to, well, that's gonna be a long video, man. We're gonna move on to some women's tops. We have 3 different styles. Okay, so the feedback last time on our oversized crop top was that everyone loved them, but they shrunk on the bottom a lot and ended up being pretty high, which they were intended to be like oversized kind of high crop, but we wanted to go ahead and accommodate to the feedback. And so what we did is we added a little bit over an inch in length on the front. So over here we have extra small, we have a small, Jazzy's a small, Ariana's a small, and we have a medium on Jennifer, right? Yeah? Mm-hmm. And you guys can kind of just like take a wide look at how this looks. Maybe we can turn like to the side and maybe like arms up to see how high they go. And then we can do a back. Perfect. This fabric is a 95.5, 95% cotton, 5% spandex. And so this is gonna shrink after wash. We always recommend washing any Alphalete with cold water and just hang drying. But even with that, there's going to be a small shrinkage rate. And so because we have a natural roll at the bottom, we don't have a stitching hem, it is going to roll up. And so we're hoping that the 1.25 inch length is going to help kind of make it fall right at that perfect spot. We don't have any that are washed already here. This is all brand new out of the packaging. But what do you guys think?
It's
I
so
like it.
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was really soft. Super comfortable.
I feel like this one definitely does have a lot more room. Like the other one was a little bit more compressing,
We
even on
also
the
brought the
chest.
sleeves up versus
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah,
Like
You
an
can-
inch, like a good amount.
it is a little bit more oversized, which I love. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Me too.
I would say if you're concerned about the length a little bit, then just size up and it'll still be an oversized crop.
Yeah.
It's just it'll have a little bit more length if you want to, like if you wanted to put a medium or large on, like just. Yeah,
And I feel like
yeah,
your
go up.
chest size has a lot to do with that
Yeah.
too, because like if you're flat chested, it's gonna sit longer because there's like nothing pulling it up. But if you have like a bigger bust, then it might sit up a little higher.
I would never thought about that. I was like, why are
Yeah.
you shorter than
Yeah. There's like
Wait, is it the colors? I don't know what's going on.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
does
makes
make
a lot
a
of
difference.
sense.
It like
Yeah.
sits lower because it's going
Yes.
straight
Yeah.
down. So
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, kind of take that into account. Your bust size, like if you want it to be short, if you're okay with it being shorter, if you don't want it to be so short, then go ahead and maybe size up, but anticipate them to shrink a bit in the wash. So now we're gonna go ahead and this is all 5 colors dropping, by the way. All right guys, so next we have our tie tanks. We actually launched these in January, but we made a slight tweak. All the sizing is the exact same, but we used to have a strap here on the shoulder and we actually brought it in. Shout out Gabby, she recommended this. But right here, now we have a little pinch at the very top, and this just really emphasizes this whole like shoulder neck region. So
I am an extra small in this tie tank. I really like it. The length in the back ends like perfectly right under my hips. It's buttery soft, like everything. It's insane.
yeah, this is a size small. We actually photographed the previous style that was the wider shoulder, and I feel like this looks more feminine, so it's a little bit less like a men's muscle tee with like a wider top. So I really like the change.
Yeah. I completely agree with her. I really like the change in this right here, but I'm a size small and I wouldn't change it. I like it a lot.
I'm a size small as well, and I do feel like it really highlights your shoulder, both shoulders nicely, and super comfy like everything else.
I'm usually a size medium, but this is a large, and there's extra space right here. It feels super stretchy. I would honestly probably go for a large though. After a few washes, it would probably fit better.
it looks weird to get out of the package, just like a piece of
Yeah.
fabric hanging down, but they're intended to tie on the front, just like that. It looks like a baby's onesie or something. And then if we could turn to the back, you can see we just have the white shirt with the black print, black shirt with white, and then our purple with the white print. So 3 options to pick. And now we're going to show you our last women's top, which is our cross back tank.
I am wearing an extra small. I do recommend sizing down since they are a bit longer for those who don't like a longer tank. But other than that, it fits. It's a good fit on the top. I am a 32A for my bust, and it's not like restricting and really tight up here for me.
This is a size small. I would say if you're self-conscious, like I'm self-conscious of arm fat right here, these are like, they cut in pretty close, like narrow. So that's something to think about with sizing if you're considering that. But yeah, they're long, pretty true to size small.
So I'm a 32 double D, and I like the way that it fits, like my breast right here. I like that it's not too constricting, but it doesn't have a lot of room. So, and this is a small, so I would say too small.
They're definitely pretty tapered. Like they're
Yeah.
fitted. Fit,
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
like a loose flowy. They're definitely fitted. Can we show the backs as well? Cool. So this is actually it's a tie that's actually stitched in, so this won't move at all. And yeah, this is kind of a quick look at how all the sizes look, and we'll pick up with Ariana.
This is a small. I really like the way it fits. I feel like it hugs everything nicely up here, and then I like the way it tapers down, and it's not like constricting, it's not super tight, but it's also very flattering because it's not loose and flowy. So definitely really comfortable, really breathable. You can wear it at the gym, going out, whatever.
I'm wearing a size medium, and I like how it fits up here. It's not constricting like they said, and it's flattering, it fits right. It's not too long at all, and it's super stretchy.
I know, like, through social media, you see a lot of girls working out in just sports bras, but in a lot of gyms, that's not acceptable. Not a lot of people work out in just sports bras. So these are great tops to, like, really work out, do shoulder, back, whatever you want. So I do like these a lot for, like, gym wear.
Thank you so much for watching the women's segment of the sizing video. Now we're going to get started with the men's, and thank you all for coming and participating. Cool. All right, guys, men's portion of the sizing video, we're gonna go over bottoms first, starting with the V2 Origin joggers. This is a cotton polyester blend. We have a new fit, which we're gonna go over, but here we have Daniel in a medium.
Medium. 5'9", 160.
Max in a
Medium, 5'10", 170.
and Austin.
These are medium. I'm 5'11", 200.
And then we have Justin over here.
I'm an XL, I'm about 5'11", and 240 pounds.
Justin never wears joggers like ever. He always wears shorts. So we're putting in some today. But these are the 4 colors that we have. We have a marled mauve color, which Daniel has on, which actually has our coordinate logo on it. If we can kind of come in on that. Yeah, and I feel like this color you can easily see the paneling. So we have our quad sweep panel up here, our knee panel right here, cuff at the bottom, rubberized texture. We have new drawstrings, which are all black with our rubber matte coat. We do have a detail on that. We'll do a little B-roll shot right there. We have Max in our digital black camo. This is a pattern we've never done before for men. Very different than the premium camo joggers. Just overall, these are more of like a tech cotton, sort of heavy, thicker jogger. And I like these a lot more than the previous generation because we did two main things. We loosened up the cuff a substantial amount, and so they're still nice and tapered, but they're not like suffocating on the ankle. The last ones, our feedback was that they were a little bit tight, and the other ones, the previous generation, after you worked out through a heavy lift, because there's no spandex in here, it's just cotton polyester, the knees would kind of sag out after you sweat in them and kind of put them to the test. So we brought that measurement in a good amount, probably about 1.5 inches, close to 2 inches. And now when you work out, wear them all day, there's not going to be a lot of excess fabric here. So we have Austin in our marled gray color, medium. Here is a black medium. We have zippers on both sides, YKK zippers with their brand hits. Panel that comes down the back of the calf, our knees, and here's Justin in an XL. So, yeah, that's Origin joggers. I feel like with the men's stuff, everything you're gonna see is very true to size. So we're just gonna kind of show you all the product and anything you might need to know. But again, this is the whole color palette right here of Origin joggers. And these are priced slightly underneath our premiums. And yeah, any thoughts? These are compared to the premium. What would you say about these?
These are like rougher feeling. These like the premium ones are like a lot like smoother, super stretchy. These are more like techie
In place.
techie, thicker, not as like buttery smooth, more like kind of rough, but not like a bad rough, like a good dog rough. Yeah.
Anything, Austin? You notice on these?
They're definitely more durable. It's definitely a step up, I think, from the last, like the V3s.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the cuff is not as tight as before. I definitely noticed, like on the knees, how it's not sticking out.
Yeah, the XL's perfect. And I noticed you mentioned the ankle, like these fit perfect. I have thicker ankles, so I love it. I love the way they fit around the calves and everything, and the waist is really nice. I like it.
Cool. So now we're gonna put some premium joggers on to compare. So here we have our premium joggers. We have 3 solid colors: our black, our dark gray, and our navy. Daniel has a medium. It's kind of like, yeah, a little bit maybe. Medium. So medium is definitely the most popular size here today. I'm actually wearing the quad jogger, which is slightly different. So the premium joggers, nothing has changed other than we added 1 inch of the pocket. So it's just a little bit deeper on the premium and on the quad jogger right here. So, you know, just a little extra depth, you know, nice. I figure we do, I don't know. Our premiums do have YKK zippers on both sides. And we also have back pockets with no zippers on the back. And then our quad jogger, which you're seeing here in medium, has the strings on the outside versus the inside on those. We have no zipper, it's just more of like a kind of looser, just easy lounge kind of jogger. Our panel down the side, we have cuffs on all of these. And yeah, these are extremely stretchy. These are really soft. These are our premium joggers we've been doing for a while, they're most popular. We did want to show you Nick in a size large. And what do you normally wear? Medium normally?
I'm between a medium and a large. So I just started cutting. I'm moving from a large to a medium, so I'm right between.
Yeah.
These actually feel really good.
How's the waistband then if you're cutting?
Waistband feels really good. So this would actually last me a little bit more into the cut. I'm currently 185-ish now, coming from about 193.
Mm-hmm. I think that's great.
Yeah, the waistband snug. I mean, these feel perfect. This is the perfect size.
And Justin, like this, like again, Justin doesn't wear joggers like ever.
Yeah.
But what do you think comparing these stretchy ones versus the Origin?
So these do feel a little bit more snug, obviously. You know, got a little bit of extra baggage, but I like the way that these fit around the calves and the legs a lot.
So what do you say the waistband's tighter on these for sure?
A little bit tighter, not much, just like.
Yeah, well, I had like a little bit of room on the last ones, and these are definitely a little. I would say if you want a baggier fit, like if Nick's between a medium and a large, and you wanted to go large, or even if Austin wanted to put on a large, actually let's go ahead and put you in a large, Austin. But I think you can move up a size, and the waistband's going to stay in place. You'll just have a little bit more room in the legs. So we'll put Austin in the. I think this is a good example. So let's show the medium real quick on you. Nice, but pretty tight, pretty tight. That's a good look. But if you want a size up, we're going to show that right now.
Cool.
All right, so here is a large on Austin. Also, I think these look great too.
These look better.
Really? You think?
Yeah.
I think the large are still
They're more
better.
comfortable, for sure.
Looks way better.
If you pull them a little higher, let's see, like a little higher, see. I think larger. I think you're, yeah,
For sure.
I think large are still better. Still a little more room. But how's the waistband feel?
Feels better, for
Yeah, it
sure.
is.
Yeah, I did notice the other ones were a little bit tighter.
Yeah. So I think you can definitely size up if you want some more room in the legs. You're not going to notice too much on the band. It'll be fine. But now we're going to go ahead and move on to tops. We have a ton of them, so we're just going to show you the general sort of everything we got. All right, guys, so now we're going to go over the performance shirts. We have a ton of these dropping. We're just going to show you a few of the styles and a few of the sizes. So we have Daniel in a medium. We have Max in a medium as well. This is our flagship shirt. This right here is our script, just like Daniel's wearing as well. There's nothing on the back of this one. We have Nick in a large barcode shirt. Nothing on the back, just a nice front design. And we have Austin in our flagship. Nothing on the front, but we have a massive black on black logo. So all of these logos are a 3D raised print, so these aren't going to come off, but they come up slightly. They are, this is how they fit, they're raglan cut, so we have this raglan sleeve. And if you look at the sides, they have a very, Daniel like just noticed a slight scoop, but we do have a slight scoop up front. They come up just a bit and then come back down in the back. But overall, these shirts are going to shrink. They're 95.5 blend, 95% cotton. Anytime you have a t-shirt made out of primarily cotton, it's going to shrink after wash. We recommend to wash them cold, to hang dry them, or just a very low tumble dry with low heat. I wouldn't say to size down at all. In the performance shirts, I would say get your size, and once they shrink up after a few washes, they're going to, like really after one wash, they're going to shrink up 90% of what they're going to shrink in total, and they're going to fit just a little bit more snug. So I feel like everything's a little bit big on us right now, but that's kind of how they're made, because once you wash, they'll fit perfect. So true to size on these.
One thing I will say is, so I used to always wear mediums, and this is a medium. The neck feels a lot more comfortable than it used to be. It's definitely a lot more like loose fitting, but not like super loose, so it's perfect.
It's not choking.
Yeah,
and also
exactly.
these, what are these called? The double rib, I believe, right here. And so these are not going to bake in. It's not one strip of fabric. It's a rib over here. So after wash, these aren't going to kind of frail like some previous generations have. So now we have our scoop necks and fishtails. These are our most popular lifestyle shirts that we've ever dropped. I do want to show the paneling on the back of the scoop. So we have this sort of V taper that really comes down to accentuate the lats. We have a raw cut at the bottom on both the scoop neck and the fishtail. And then we also have our tag up here, a vertical tag, which is fairly new to the range. So Max is in a medium, I am in a large. On these we have raw cut on, like I said, the bottom, but also the sleeve. Nice and short, made to make the arms look nice and big and kind of end right at your shoulder. There's a back panel, just kind of across the upper back. And then here's a side.
Arms looking big.
And then we have Nick and we have Austin in scoop neck. So Nick is in a large, and then we have Austin in an XL. All this is unwashed, so yeah. Let's see. I really would not recommend sizing down in any of this stuff, to be honest. All right, guys, our long sleeve performance, we have 4 colors dropping. We're missing the Miami Vice color, but we have Max in a medium, myself in a large, and then we have Austin in an XL. Now these shirts, they are nice and loose on the body. They are performance shirts, and so we have a fitted look on the arms. I would say that for me, like it's tighter on the, you still have room, that's the thing. I'm not saying it's like skin tight, but it is tighter on the forearm versus the bicep, I would say. I think I have more room in my bicep area than, you have big forearms, right? Yeah. Like relatively, yeah. And what do you think on the arms?
Mine's tighter right here, but I also have like really small forearms. So
Yeah, see, mine's not like, it's like snuggish in the biceps, not like tight, but it's more snug. I have larger than average forearms.
like I was saying, it's not too tight right here. So it's, I mean,
Yeah. It doesn't feel uncomfortable at all.
yeah. No,
Expect a tighter sleeve though. It's not like a big oversized shirt or anything. It's going to be tight on the sleeve, looser on the body. The length isn't crazy. There's no scoops or anything. It's just a flat cut on the bottom. You can see here. And then on the back we have a panel accentuating the lats. And that's all. Our next collection I'm going to show you guys is the heavy cotton range. We have 4 colors dropping. We have olive, dark gray, this red color, and then we have a black, but we have 2 styles. So we have Daniel and Max in the boxy fit style, which this has a straight cut at the bottom. The sleeves are, I would say, like short to medium length.
Yeah.
And all these shirts have an acid wash on them, so they kind of look a little vintagey, a little bit worn, and that was the goal with these without overdoing it. But I have the other style on. This is the drop shoulder. So if you compare like these 2 styles, then you can see that the seam on the shoulder is lower versus higher. The sleeve is much longer, and you can really tell the difference when you look from side. This one has a long scoop at the back. This is a lot more kind of like swag, oversized, like dress it up, and this is a much more simple option if you guys want. Again, this is the boxy fit over here, and these are the drop shoulders. Here's our tool tag as well. Alright guys, next we have our 95.5 cutoff. We have this lilac, matte blue, white, black, and again our matte blue. So we have 2 panels that come in right here, which you can see on Daniel, kind of turn to the side, are meant to come up on a curve to really just make this waist appear smaller. We have our tag down here on the bottom right hand side, and then if we turn to the back, we have our coordinate logo on the back. So the lilac one has a white print, the black one has a black print, and let's see these real quick. Yeah, Nick, let's see that one. Perfect. Now, one thing that I think is pretty interesting is that Max and Nick are both in mediums right now. Nick chooses a large and pretty much everything else. But I think that cutoffs and stringers are one of, like, out of all the products, I think cutoffs and stringers are the ones that you could size down if you want, because you don't have any chest, any chest.
You don't even like worry about being set on arms or anything.
Yeah. So if you want like on stringers and on cutoffs, if you want to size down, totally could. Again, these are a raw cut at the bottom, the raw cut right here on the side, so they're all going to kind of roll after wash, and it looks really natural. It looks like back in college, you just cut your shirts up, But yeah, I'll go true to size personally. If you want to size down, you can. And
one thing I noticed with these too is if they're very like frame dependent. So I'm a large with most shirts because like my arms will fill that up and shoulders will keep that up. And then when it comes to this, it's just like I'm a shorter guy, so medium work for me.
Stringers, it's funny, but like these are my favorite stringers ever because there's nothing on the front, and I feel like we just keep taking branding and everything away on a lot of our items. But we do have 2 brand hits. We have a tag down here on the bottom right hand side. Now, just like the cutoff, we actually have the same kind of like tapering accent lines right here on the stringer. You can probably see it really nice on the yellow. And then we have our branding back here on the left. So on the left butt, we have our coordinate logo. Here we can see like, yeah, black on black. Yellow has the black logo. Lilac has white. Max with the pink shirt has white. And then Daniel has black print. So these are very true. I would say true to size. One thing we did do, the scoop necks, we increased the sizing just a little bit. We got the feedback that were a little bit small last launch, so now they're just more true to size, like a half size up from the last ones. I wouldn't change anything, get the same size you always get. Just true to size all across the men's board, and I hope you guys liked this video. Hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck on Saturday.